Ah, hello, one. Hello, all. Welcome to another Artcast. Um, Today I'm just going to be organizing some stuff here in my workspace slash bedroom. So I've just decided to. I've got two streams I'd like to talk about, or two sessions I'd like to talk about. One is this. We're kind of starting in media res, or in the middle of a project, because this is a pose that I did in Blender and then converted all the shapes into flat colors. I have a random, I have a filter or a texture or a material that just puts random colors on every single object, which is a new technique I discovered or found on the internet, a new recipe. I'm going to start kind of calling them recipes. They're not discoveries or anything. They're just recipes. Hey, Condor. Oh, but anyway, I found a recipe for just one material that's just random objects. It randomly assigns them to different things. The only issue is that some of the colors seem the same, so you kind of have to shift things around. Or in my case, since I first did this video, I've added way more color varieties uh, and spaced them in between each other. So it makes it so that objects that are close to each other won't, like, the odds of them having the same color are actually really high. Anyway, this is just me messing around with the pipeline of going from Blender to did I do that in Blender? Yeah, I did this in Blender. Okay, so I went from Blender to open to Inkscape, which will uh, vectorize your images if they are clean enough, um, which means like good broad colors, good outlines, that sort of thing. Hello, May. How you doing? Excellent. I am also going to do some chores, but anyway, and then that vectorizes it, bring all that all into Affinity, and then you can kind of play with it. In this case, I'm playing with the head that I already made from Jez. Like, I just have a Jez head sitting around. I have her dress, and I have her uh, head and hair, and the beautiful thing with vectors is you can kind of throw them into stuff. The of course, it's not it doesn't solve everything. For example, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the perspective of her head right, but that's a problem for another day. Oh, I should also say, apropos of just not nothing, but like a side tangent. Uh, Paint Studio, the creator or programmer, I think like literally one guy's working on it, but he did this update. He updated the stable version a little bit, solved a few little bugs here and there, and he's also releasing an experimental alpha version that I have been playing with. It doesn't, you know, there's some there's some kinks and there's some bugs, and it's crashed a couple times when I've tried to do stuff, but it has a lot of little extra features. For one, it has latent it has matrix and it has mesh warp. When you put mesh warp to its layers, which is fantastic. That's basically what I'm doing here with some of these figures. And also you can add an outline now to vector shapes, which was a huge boon. Like, it's like really a wonderful. Oh, duh! You can make your own brushes now. You don't need to do all this weird stuff with making a bitmap on some sort of program outside of Paint Studio, and then converting that to a 8-bit because it doesn't like any other kind of bits to make into a paintbrush. You could just do it all within the application. It's really cool. I made a bunch of brushes of like figures and heads, and and little weird shapes. Again, I just really want to, and then when I get some extra money around, I'm going to just donate to him. I think again, Paint Studio is like, I was wrong. It's not $50. It's like $30 American now. 36 actually. So I can't sing its praises enough. Everyone is. I'm not a redditor, but the only place to actually talk about Paint Studio is like this little Reddit forum. And like, well, we're all waiting for something to happen, or does anyone want to jailbreak this and give this vector capabilities? But anyway, I'm just very happy about that. If he can find a way to import and export vectors, then we've got it made. There's one weird thing: is that you can cut apart the shapes now, but you can't load any new shapes. Which that would be great if I can make a shape and then just keep it in a record. I suppose you could just make a file, make a shape, and then have that file just sit there. But it would be nice to load it on off to the side. The one thing that I wish he would do, like now, I mean, other than the vector, making it compromisable with all the other programs, the one thing I wish he would do now is the ability to close a line, and that is when you're drawing a vector line that's got these two ends. In every other program, you can like close that and make them connect. You can't do that in Paint Studio yet, but Hey, Michael. Oh, Superman season 3. I'm just looking at that. I have caught up pretty much with. I'm I haven't seen the like, I guess the not the newest one, but the the clone, not the clones, the parallel universe evil twins, uh contest between Mixie and Glitzy. But that's amazing. Good pull. That's like from the original. I don't think they've ever like done another reversion of her. Do I use a mouse or a cell? I use a mouse. I mean, not a mouse. I use a screen tablet. It's called the X Pen 12. It's pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know if they don't make them anymore, or the cable is one thing. It's very finicky. I've gone through like 3 of them. It's just also, I don't know when I got my first one, but it started to the screen started to burn out. I'm trying to think. Let me think. That was in. It was when it must have been around 2017. It's 2017, and then I replaced this one about maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, I guess, but that was like $250. I would expected I have my tablet from my college days, and I would have had my tablet earlier if a dog. No, was it the cat or the dog? Someone literally tore into the cord of my very first tablet, the one that it no screen. It just you just use it to draw. Oh shoot! Happy birthday, Underwolf. But anyway, yeah, I'm very that Superman show is very good. I like how it's sort of it plays with the Superman formula with Supes losing his well, kind of losing his power. They've done things like that before, but usually the idea is like Superman's always wanted to be like a normal person, and he kind of they play with it off and on. I just think it's a really refreshing idea to be like, oh, he lost his powers, he got what he wanted, and now he's just kind of sad that he can't really help that many people. It's good, it's refreshing, and it's also with Kara still around. You still at least have like one superhero or one Kryptonian. I've been seeing a lot of clips of King of the Hill. I've seen a couple. I've watched a couple clips. I haven't actually sat down and watched any of the episodes, but I got to check that out. Caesar salad looks adorable. I believe that you have voiced those concerns before, Condor, and that I cannot. Visual aesthetic is like the one thing I don't think I will argue anyone about. It either hits you or it doesn't. I think yes, you probably have. You know what? It sounds like you visually have the same issue that I had with Ben 10 Alien Force or whatever. But mine wasn't necessarily visual, it was more of thematic. Uh, which is weird because that's also built into the Superman Adventures. Um, I got really, really peeved when when you find out like most of the like magic stuff or like all the super scientists are like somehow connected with aliens. It's like Gwen knows. Oh, like Gwen. Oh, she's not a witch. She's just an alien. Which means all the other magic we've seen up to that point is like aliens. It's like, oh, these guys aren't like super smart humans. They're just aliens. Um, I think I understand what you mean. Like thematically, all the machines are this same sort of future tech, which in the story makes sense because it's all like based off of like confiscated Kryptonian technology. Sure. But then again, even Mixospitlik's his crown, that looked very much the same, but I just chalk that up to the design philosophy. Um, yeah, but I can't. I'm that's the one thing I'll never fault anyone on when because it's just how your eyeballs work, man. I'm cleaning up my workstation. I'm gonna figure out a way to. Okay, this is what odds the itinerary for today is. I'm cleaning up my little workstation or my little this table I have. Um, I'm going to set up a system where I can put my two cameras, my two camcorders, and then connect them to OBS so that when I do some board game stuff, I can stream that. So I'm just kind of going to find a way to do that. And then next on the itinerary, I have a bunch of storage boxes that I can start putting up some of this freestanding, board games and card games and stuff, and make it a little bit more neater. I kind of got some things stacked around, and it doesn't. It's starting to get a little bit unruly. But yeah, but I've been enjoying Superman Adventures. Lois, Jimmy. Um, I finally figured out that yes, you can. I can power my camcorders. I run, or I my weapon of choice is a Sony HDR CX 440. I bought the I bought the floor model of one when they were going on sale, and then I bought the second one um, off of like eBay for like $70. Everything is getting a little bit. All technology is getting more expensive, so people have actually been started snatching these things up. Yellow? Okay, yeah. But anyway, I found that yeah, you can charge these from the USB ports on the side, but you need a very specific kind of cord. Not only I need a cord for charging it, and I need a cord for running it to the computer. So I got four cords in total that I want to manage, and that's where the sort of problem solving comes in. So I need. This is fine. I've got. What are you? Oh, okay. You're my foot pads. Um, that's that runs everything. I can't touch that right now, but I can touch you, and I can touch you. I have this splitter, not splitter, but a box that sends all the USB information from one section to the other. I can send it from one computer to another. I just flip a switch, and then it just sends all my all my hard drives that are connected via toaster and any little plugins I want. I can send from one computer to another. So that's actually good. I just want to see how far all the cords need to go. Let's see, that's one. Okay, that's a cord. And that's a cord. That could be a little longer, but that's fine. I think we're okay here. Hold on, 1 second. Drank? Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, no, that's good. That's good. Well, no, I was gonna say he's out to sea. So, I mean, I don't know what they do in their downtime. Yeah, yeah, but that's good. I was checking to see what the temperature was. Ah, good old mama. The Curiosity Italian book series called. Yes, I have. I know the mice. I know the mice detective, and I know the sort of spin off about um, Creepola von Kackles. Oh yeah, cool. I'll look her up. I know the mouse detective. I kind of. Um, I have a favorite French comic called Dance. It's called Dance Class here, but it was called Dance Academy. And I think the original artist that I really did enjoy has since left the project. They've sort of rebranded it with a different artist, which is fine, but like, oh, look at her. She's just a vampire. Yeah, that's definitely like, I would almost say like Mickey Mouse European stuff, a suitcase full of ghosts. The 13th Ghost, Return of the Vampire. Yeah, yeah, I know this cat. There was another, uh, I don't know, it was a Canadian show. It was basically like one of those detective shows with like the older women, um, like maybe I forget what her name, but it was just ducks. It was this older duck woman detective with with her nephew, and they just kind of kick around. What's going on here? Is this moving? Did I read? Did I hit something I shouldn't have? No. Okay. What are we doing here? Okay, good. Ah, cool. But yeah, and of course I like watch all sorts. Anything that comes from France is like great. Actually, I think we've been tapping that well over the years. I know all the Illumination Studio is like French now. Let's see. Okay, that goes there. So let's put this there. Oh, I need I need the rod. I need the thing that all my cameras hang on to. I need to know where to put one camera, and then what angle do I want the second camera to go into? If I needed, I mean, I think that I don't know how long the batteries last. I think the batteries last maybe about an hour or an hour and a half or 2 hours. Depends on what kind of film I'm filming. But I would just rather have it be where they have an actual solid connection. Which, yeah, that's gonna be close. I mean, it's got to be close to everything. Okay, and then this runs down here. I don't want to have to buy another USB extension thing. This is fine. This is fine. I'll figure out where to hang a some sort of good extension cord. Duck Detectives and Her Nephew, a Mrs. Mallard Mysteries. Yes, exactly. It's very much like I think it's like Deke or no, not Deke. Looks like I think it was produced by Nelvana. It never aired here, so it must have been like a Canadian French thing. I was like looking through all of the what the hell are you? You're just a regular cord. You're just a regular. No, you're my razor. Oh my gosh. My Freebird razor. Okay, this is important. If I lose this, then I can't shave anymore. Yeah, I was just looking through cartoons on Kiss Cartoon. Not Kiss Cartoon. The other one. I was like, okay, what's this? Let's see. I think this is my razor. Yes. Yes, I brought it in my room for shaving, but I guess I never brought, not for shaving, for charging, but never kicked it back out. I will need this because this is important. Okay, you know what? This is the longer cord. That goes there if I wanted to or needed to. Here's the other one. This is one. That's that. Where's the other charge cord? Okay. Here's the other charge cord, and here's the other. Right. Okay, that one's the shortest one. I have a longer one that I can put off to the side. Yeah, this will work. We got this. We got this by the ass. I've been saying that a lot because I've been watching a lot of. I'm getting Halloween ready. I have like just between you and me and the floorboards, I have one, two, three, four iterations of a list I can pursue, and right now I'm pursuing one of them, but I'm still switching things around. I think I've got a solid set and a solid theme, but I'm also like finding other stuff. I've got four different solid sets for the next 4 years, with one, two, three, four, five, six, maybe enough for two more lists next year. So like at least 6 years before we actually start having to panic about not having any more Halloween specials. I'm drilling too deep. Let's see. Do I even have the puppet show that I found? I found a puppet show from like the 1970s. Maggie, no. I downloaded it just so I can have it, but it appears I do not have it on this list. And I find more every year, so I'm not actually worried. There's a Sleepy Hollow Odyssey / Hallmark. Back when a Hallmark was called Odyssey, they still had TV movies, and one was some form of Sleepy Hollow. Okay, I got to put the and then Ichabod is a musical based off of Sleepy Hollow. I don't know if anyone has that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm a puppet show. Which Maggie the Witch. Anyway, I've been saying every time I do anything, I say we got this by the ass. We've been having complications with our refrigerator, and every time I jump up on the roof and like see if I can find something, I'm like, we got this by the ass. Half ironically, because everyone knows what happens to that guy later on in the movie. Okay, looks like if I want to power these cameras, I got to find a way to run a cord. And I can either do that across the room or down the side here. I think I shall do it down. Yeah, okay, here. I got the cord. Oh, no, that's right there. No, that's good. This is fine. Yeah, if I want to, I unplug this thing. This circular camera that I'm not using, or only, not camera, light. I use half the time. Run it past the desk. It does not have those little clips at the back, which I usually like, but I can put it like right there. I got one good shot up above, and then I could put another one that gets everything to the side. Yeah, that's fine. Here, let me get my But anyway, I've done that. I've got sketches of half of the monsters done. I've just been working on my phone whenever I have a chance, so I'm gonna try to make this Halloween as frictionless as possible. Animated Moomin series from the 90s is like top notch. It's really, really good. I started watching it. That's on Tubi, isn't it? I saw some of that. It's weird. But I was like, oh, wow, that looks cool. I have a Blue Skies. Oh, you're talking to. Okay, sorry. I think Blue Skies is actually like the best right now. I I mean for art, I don't know about anything else, but like I checked out every time I check out DeviantArt, I get a little sad. Okay, that goes there. That goes like that. This goes like this. Good. Okay. And then I'll have my camera, my phone. I bought a second phone because I can download, and I think I've told you guys this. I sound like an old man repeating myself, but I bought a second Android phone. Then I downloaded an app that connects with this stabilizer wand I have, and I can either put that on a tripod and have it set to tracking, or I can just move the camera around myself. This is nice though. This is good. This is the longest cord, and it can go here. This is mainly me working out how this will work later on. Cool. Yeah, that works. That works great. Okay, that's one camera. And then you got to run the line from how long is this? That's fine. And that can be no, I that can't be stationary because if I want to run it longer, well, that's not too. No, that's bad. That's all bad. This is I have maybe I should order a second thing. I have one thing that's a cord that actually works with the camera, but I have this little set, this little attachment. I have a HDMI cable that runs into a video capture dongle, and then this dongle at the end is connects to either a big monitor or a little the thing that the camera works with. And it's the HDMI cable is really long. Actually, you know what? This one's fine. This one's a good mover. This one's a mover and shaker. This one will be the stationary one for the center of the camera, especially for what I want to do. If I want to just have it sit in the center and do stuff. Let's see. Let's see if we can do a little test run. Hello, who's there? Hey, Burner. Ah, thank you. I'll try to get back on a schedule. I know I always say that, but I always try. I was going to say, again, between you and me and the floorboards. Let me shut my door. I don't know if she wants me to share this with you, but one of the things that's been preoccupying, like for like the last month or so, was um, mom. But mom has just been checking out what's going on with uh, she's got this I don't know what you call it. It's there's a term. There's this very specific term for it, but it's a hernia that is at the point where your esophagus meets your stomach, and it is really it causes acid reflux. She just went to go see a doctor for a checkup, and they wanted to do all the check the front door, check the back door. I don't know if like actually just saying what the procedures are is more tactful or not. But and she's got white coat syndrome bad, so she's just like I don't like it, and so I've just been kind of staying with her, and she's still torn up about grandma. And so she's like, so I just been taking extra time to, do what, make her comfortable. And now that she's done with that, everything's fine. I mean, well, for the most part. Um, but like, there's nothing big to worry about. And now she wants to paint tomorrow. She wants to paint her kitchen, redo some stuff. So, no rest for the wicked. I'm just saying. And then, of course, we have these lazy doggos. Isn't that right, Booker? Oh, I love this pup. This guy's just a big puppy. Let's see. So I put that in there. I have. Let me connect this to the power source and open it up. And let's see if I can add a camera here. Yeah, okay, that's groovy. That is, I have, let's see, a better camera, a better light. That's fine. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Let's add. It's got to be a video source. Okay, video source down here. No, that's not right. It's not a video source. It's a. No, that's video VLC source. I had it wrong. Video capture device. There we go. And we have not rig face. USB? Maybe? Yeah, perfect. There we go. Let's shrink that down. Shrink that down very small. There we go. Cool. Now, I remember OBS having a real problem switching between two cameras, but I think we can do that. Especially since this is all upgraded. Everything's upgraded from the day. Oh yeah, Grandma was always doing something. I mean a few weeks, but a few months, yeah, about a month before she passed, I'm cooking. She wants to make stew, so I'm like, okay, let's make stew. I think I was doing another Artcast while I was. Yeah, I know I was because I was cutting up the stew. I always listen to that one. I've got a couple Artcasts that I have kept on, because we talked about it. Anyway, she was making stew. I'm cooking. I'm doing the stew. She's supposed to be doing the meat because that's what she does. She's got it sitting and simmering for a little bit. I'm looking down at the celery and the carrots and everything, and I just turn around and she's outside and she's walking up up into the rock bed where a bunch of the plants are, and she's just like, I don't know, picking at a few things, like a weed here, trimming one of the bushes, and I just turn around, I'm like, oh shit. Ah. But anyway, yeah, she was yeah. So they keep us busy. I forget what it was. It's called the Mincendick something. No. Wait. Yeah. That's Grandma's maiden name. Oh, let's see. I was thinking, I've just discovered my great grandmother's maiden name. I think it's like Hackensack or something. I just thought it was funny. What are we doing? Oh, see you, Cage. Anyway, yeah, I got the camera up and running. There we go. Ooh, ooh, that is high def. You can see my veins and everything. Yeah, one big vein. Look, looks like a Snickers. Usually, that don't show up that much. I can't tell if this is a great camera or not. Anyway, yeah, this will work fine. This setup with this one camera and then another. I've got two cameras running off of that, and then this one will run because it has like almost a 6 feet length, a 6 feet reach. Let's see. No, this thing's taller than me. Let's see. This must be about 10 feet because I'm 6'2", and I've got another. It comes up from my foot to the top of my head and then back down to right underneath my rib cage. So that must be 10 feet. No, 8 feet of USB cord, HDMI cord, and then this one, the little thing, the cable at the end adds another foot. It'll be fantastic for board games, won't it? Board games like this. Is that upside down? Yes, it is. Okay, so we have to fix that. Let's see. I knew that. I knew that when we were doing it. Yeah, there we go. Board games like this. Also, I wanted to say thank you. I don't know where you got it, but you got me a 4-leaf clover. I'm going to have to take this off the box when I start to open it, and I'm going to keep that in a little bundle. This is actually a quality box. I think that I don't even know if this is made out of here. While I'm hiding it, I don't even think this is made out of. I mean, it's some sort of cardstock, but it also feels like a kind of plastic. Anyway, this is like. I don't know who KO is. I assume it's also like a Japanese style company, since they also released very much like a yeah, it's Applejack in a stylized kimono. My favorite cartoon ever. I'm trying to think. Like, that's a really, 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 really tough one. Ooh. The problem is a long time ago I would say The Simpsons. But like when you only like watch the first 12 seasons out of like what? They're running on 30 now. That's like 1/3 of the season. That's 1/3 of The Simpsons. So I don't know. Yeah, because that's a really, 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 really high watermark. Um, or a high point. Favorite cartoon. Favorite cartoon. I'm looking and I'm trying to think because yes, definitely The Simpsons was like just everything for a while. Oh, right on. Oh yeah, this is why we test things first. Oh, and speaking of which, we're moving on to the second project. This is a commission, um, and it is just a very large, kind of bluish demon girl. It's fine. The head again was done in Blender. Those shapes, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm just going to. I'm just checking the process. and seeing how to bring that into, streamline something. Let's see. I have a camera there. I might as well put something in front of it. Well, I'm not starting to organize anyway. I want to see where this would go. I want to see if I can switch between cameras without everything kind of flipping out. Maybe I shouldn't do this live, but fortune favors the bold. Okay, yeah, this is going to be good. And again, I can put this second camera in different positions where I want it, or close-ups. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see. I have that there, or I could do USB. They're both. Oh no. Oh no. Why is it like that? Oh, I know. It's something wrong with the cable. No. Mm, maybe this thing is too long. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I know I did something wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Yes. Here, let's see if I can fix this. Man, I hope that's just the cable. It's not the camera because I know I've recorded with this camera before. Maybe it's down here. USB. What about this one? Better. Okay, there. Uh, eh. What's under there? Oh yeah, that's just the window. Stretch fit. Ba, ba, ba. Anyway, I mean, I like what can I say? I like Affinity well enough. It has good vector settings, but it's a little sluggish. As you can see, I'm kind of used to like working a little bit faster in Paint Studio. But I'm the more I work in it, the more I discover these little techniques that will move things along. Curtains, yeah, we got curtains. There's my hand again. How are my fingernails? I had to get up on the roof. Pretty good. Hey, maybe my life's getting together. Let's see. Doggo. And let's see if I can move the camera around a little bit. Oh yeah, okay. I do this. Booker. 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 Sandwich. I'm gonna have a sandwich. A hamburger. Does anyone else want a hamburger? Lazy jerk. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I can move this around. It's yeah, I put this on a little tripod. Got this to work good. I'm going to put corners in the back, make it look like a little bit of a box. There we go. We can just do that, and then I can put, what else can I put there for now? Yeah, will that stay? Will that stay? I made this table. It's made out of two pieces of wood that I stuck together. And then originally it was supposed to hang against the a wall and then drop down out in the garage. Um, it's really heavy. I ordered something that may help in the meantime. It is it's funny. It's like the perfect thing for grandma, but we didn't know about it until after she had passed. It's a puzzle thing. It's a puzzle board. You take your board and or you take your puzzles, you work on it, and it's got a little slip cover that you put on top. It's got these drawers that you can sort your puzzle pieces out into different sections and then put them away, and then you can move that and store it later somewhere else. Which sounds like it would be good for puzzles. Also sounds like it would be good for card games. Not so much other like board pieces, like let's say the Gargoyles Awakening 3D Battle for New York playset, where it's like a giant 3D set. But we could play like Boss Monster. Hey Worms, how's it going? Anyway, that's good. That's one camera, and then we're going to copy. Can I just copy it, or do I have to actually copy a? Is it copying the source, or is it copying the actual same thing? Paste reference. Okay, you can't do that. So we're going to get another video source going. Video source new. This one. Yeah, there we go. And then, where is it? Oh, I added it to my other screen. Never mind. Yeah, video source. I have a little side thing to stream out of. Video capture 4, USB 2, or is it 1? It's 1. There we go. USB 1. I'm going to copy the transition. Copy transformation to the new one. Paste. There we go. Now we got two different angles to work from. If I wanted to push my luck, I could put a third one, because OBS now has something. Or I have a regular old webcam, but it doesn't. My camcorders actually process light a little better. Or I can even record them. I can record while I'm streaming. How would I do this? I think I can record while I'm streaming, or is that not an option? Let me see. Standby record? No, I'm recording. That's great. So even yeah, I can record until the battery or the the things filled up, which actually I have 8 hours of footage, so I can keep going. So I wouldn't even have to care about what's on stream. Most of the Artcasts are all pre-recorded. If you want to step behind the curtain. But most of the Princess Melodies are not. Most of those go up live. Sometimes I only I'm get like 30 minutes here and there, so I just chop and screw and put everything together there. But anyway, yeah, that's the ball is actually Smiling Friends. I guess you could call it a model of the actual Smiling Friends headquarters. I mean, it was just a ball in the show, except it lacks the front door. Smiling Fred's headquarters. I'm going to look it up now. Yeah, it's got a front door. It would be nice if they had one front door in this. Actually, yeah, that front door doesn't make sense. It would have to curve. It is very much a three-dimensional. Anyway, good for the creators of Smiling Friends. I know. I mean, I know the guy had some some ambiguous friendships with Roland and other people, but I wish him the best, especially since he did Koala Man. I wish Koala Man would have kept going. But they really, like, Adult Swim really was going all in on where did my other camera go? Oh, that's right. I'm looking at my stream. Here's my other camera. Adult Swim really went in all in on Smiling Friends for a bit. Okay, now I guess I should organize all this stuff before I actually start organizing the games. Oh, I still have this. I use it for drinks. I still have this. That's a much better shot. Here, let me whoa. Let me reorganize this. Let's see, I do this. Where are you? Oh, yeah. There. Maybe zoom in a bit. There. Ruby. No, that's great. You know, I really hope they do good with Spaceballs too. I saw the yes. We'll discuss. Let's discuss Avatar Aang. Unfortunately, some like talk of what is it? CP CP GP. I don't want to. I don't. My brain is rejecting it. Chat GP. Chat GPT. I was going to say GPU, but anyway, it's basically been like sorted out. It's like, well, it's something like may have been put together by the person that put together the art book, but I don't know why. Like a staff member. I don't know why they would do that. For example, let's take a look here. Now that we have a camera, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let's see. What's that? Oh, that's your address. Or that's I just in case. There we go. This is the Nicktoons book. It ended. When was the last thing they talked about? Wow, this is really old. The last thing they talked about was the Mighty Bee. Okay. But they have everything. They have like the cow. They have interviews. They have interviews and they have notes and they have original sketches and original artwork. This is the collection of all the the title cards, because they really prided themselves on title cards. This is his process in figuring out what the logo should be. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I really like Thunder. No. Maybe. No, that's a D and that's a P and it's. No. No, he actually did pretty good. That's fine. Maybe this one. Maybe a modified version of this one would have been cool. But there's like nothing. It's just all interviews and descriptions. There's no like, according to this or according to that. This is storyboards from Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy is my alter ego. He's a genius and he gets it to do anything he wants as a kid. None of the writers knew much about science. It's all interviews. Chalk Zone, Invader Zim, of course. They talked about how obnoxious Jonan Vasquez was and wanted every window to like be covered with red cellophane. Yeah, that's a weird thing to put in a book. It's got a sleeve that's supposed to have green slime. It's supposed to be like really plush and gushy. It has since dried out and is just kind of collects dust now. But yeah, that was one of my Christmas gifts. It's funny. That's what you used to do before you had the internet and forums and stuff. So it's just a really weird thing to have happen. And how are those? That's looking a little rough on the stream. Oh, I have it on. There we go. Let me bump it up to 720. That's fine. I put some cameras on that. It'll be fine. Especially if I use the original film for editing. If I record and then edit that. Yeah. Yeah, we're all a little disappointed with Butch. Here, let me. Oh no, is that a crack? No, it's just a hair. It's just a dog hair. There we go. I had a dog hair on my Princess Peach. There we go. Just something to have on the screen. What was I going to say? So it's a really weird thing that to kind of overcast the, just put a bad vibe on that whole thing. Spaceball seems to be pretty good. I only saw one thing, and that's the gag of the plan, quote unquote, of Spaceballs the musical, Spaceballs Phase 5, which all ends in Spaceballs an infinite loop. With how things are going with Marvel and everything. That's about right. I look forward to it. I think the cartoon was just like a fluke, like whatever. It had the budget of a nickel and a ham sandwich. So okay, that's some stuff. I don't need that. Oh, this will come in handy. I've got a bunch of things to film with down here underneath the... Here we go. Look at this. You stick a camera on there, and then you can just roll it around, and then you can actually get into like the nooks and crannies on top of your board. This would be something you would do maybe after you get like some of you, if you need some special shots, or you wanted to do some like really cool zooms, or keep everything. I have a I have one that's just like strictly on a rail, so it just goes back and forth. This one's a little bit. The uh, the mic died. Here, let me switch over. Okay, here we go. I'm going to charge this microphone. What was the last word you guys heard me say? Hey, Cage. Yeah, we're both back. Hold on. I'm trying to open something up on my phone. Talking about the wheels for the shots. Oh, yeah. I was telling you, I believe you said something about how I wanted to have one for your Lego videos. I ordered that off of Tenmu. I was saying, uh, if it doesn't look, if I need it fast, I still have my Amazon account. So, I mean, if I need it, like, yes, if I do need it fast, I was hesitant about an Amazon account, but I originally got one because Grandma needed her, what was it? It was a heat sink that connected the electricity from the garage to her alarm system, and the heat sink had bulged and was starting to like warp and bulge, and like was getting ready to just explode. I'm glad I found that, or saw it. Um, H is ready to view. What the hell? Anyway, I'm glad I saw that. But the guy was saying, "Go on Amazon," and I just set up an Amazon account and got it the next day. Um, because without electricity, the alarm system, it didn't just turn off; it made this really weird noise. It had just enough electricity to make sure that it was trying to tell you that it was dying. Um, Great. Uh, and then I got one because I kept it because she needed ear filters and stuff like that. Uh, just quality of life things, not for the poor people that work for Amazon, but uh, no, what was that? Something no good consumerism under capitalism. Yeah, but anyway, Temu, I don't know what their deal is. They're a Chinese-based company. You've probably seen their ads. They sell everything a lot cheaper, and apparently most of it's local anyway. So the only thing with that is that you have to wait. I was saying I've got a puzzle board that I'm waiting on. It was supposed to come yesterday, but it didn't, and now it said that there was it left a FedEx department at 2:30 this morning. So maybe I'll get it this afternoon. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Oh, that's fine. That'll do good. Anything, it's just quality of life stuff. Sometimes you get a little gadget or doodad, and you don't know if it'll help or not. Um, anyway, this is great. Yeah, I could probably get away with streaming like one or two. Yeah, I may have to set something up where it switches the camera angle. Uh, I could do a hot button here. Let me just try that. Let me. I don't know why I'm setting this up. I should be setting it up in a different. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because I'm gonna have to create a whole new a whole for what I want to do. I'm gonna have to create a whole new scene and a whole new profile. That's board streaming or game board streaming. But anyway, this was just a good experiment. I can actually. I don't want to get rid of these. I want to keep them, but maybe get rid of that one because I want to start doing some stuff. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. I mean, the sad part is I know this isn't all my magic cards, my physical magic cards. Let's see. Here also we have. I've got Justice League, the Metalix. I forget what that was. I've got a My Little Pony, the first set. I got Attack on Titan, the same kind as this one. This is all from the dollar store. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's a typical one. Did they? Oh no, this is done by Panini. This is done by Panini, those people that do the sticker collections. So this is probably pre-used artwork anyway. Nice. Oh, look at that. I don't know why, but like Batman is having a heart attack because these two hotties are just standing in front of him. Or maybe he's like really conservative and they just told him they're getting married. And then Dick's behind there like, oh, yeah, girls are watching. Okay, I got to get a better I got to get a better light. But anyway, what's this? Well, just why do I have this? An unopened Monopoly game that includes it's from the Welch's Snack Foods. It's unopened. Why did I not open this? Did I win something? What if I'm like a millionaire? Uh, yeah, no. 2 codes and 2 chances to. Oh yeah, yeah. Bashes did something like this. I remember now. Yeah, you collect soda. This is grits or pancakes or something, That's clearly some orange soda, and that's some bacon or no? That's a pie. That's a pie right there. In fact, I think these no. Yeah, that's a little pie. Whatever. I don't know why I had that. I don't. Oh, I found this on the ground. I found this on is Togedemaru. Emily Blunt. And you said we were going to go to Build-A-Bear after the movie. Anyway, I found this on the ground. It's all dented up from like being run over and stuff, or being walked on. I just thought it was like, oh, a little lost Pokemon card. Digitamaru. Digitamaru. Okay, this one's unopened, but it's a Batman one. Again, I don't. You would. There was a point where you just go to like the dollar store and find some like really good discontinued card games. Okay, here's another. I must have opened up a set at some point. Yeah, this is all old artwork. So what Panini would do is that they either take photographs or they take old artwork, make a sticker collection out of them. They may or may not have at some point actually made some card games like this. Tokudamaru, Emily Blunt. Anyway, that's Batman. It's a battle card. Shuffle a hero character from your discard pile into your deck and draw. It has 0 MP, but it also has whatever green energy that is. That must maybe be the cost, or maybe this is the cost. Anyway, the artwork is Batman. What's like the best way to like? Yeah. Anyway, Batman and a rogues gallery. Oh, look at this one. Yeah, they're just using pre-made artwork, but it's like I think this is from. No, that's from like an actual comic book. It's her looking at a film strip and Poison Ivy running up to Batman and just beating the crap. She actually knocked a tooth out of his face. Does Poison Ivy have enhanced strength? Anyway, that's kind of adorable. These are just nice to look at. Yeah, this is a comic strip. This is just something from a comic panel. Joker and Harley and Killer Croc. Okay, this is actually a character card. And it appears that it is some sort of character card. You get to see him bust out of jail or whatever. And you've got strength, you've got gears, and you've got science. Okay. And he's an Arkham inmate. I got a bunch of these Justice League ones. Man, I must have cleaned up the aisle. Okay. Put that on the pile of things to do. Oh, yes, I was given these by Arcade Hunters. These are great. I did a video on that. You open them up, and they're got like they're scratch and sniff or something. Yeah. Son, here's a big surprise for your 10th birthday. We're not your parents. More Equestrian Odyssey. This is another card game, Equestrian Odyssey. Again, I had these. These were given to me by Arcade Hunters. Yeah, there we go, Arcade Hunters. Some of them are like Jaws trading cards. Some of them are like Super Mario trading cards. And then Elvis trading cards. Anyway, Arcade Hunters. Go look at them on there. They got arcade reviews, walkthroughs, game reviews. event coverage, and more. They're great. I think I said it before when I was opening these up, but this looks like a baby doll or Darla Dimple. Dear friend, I'm sorry I almost hit you with my bike the other day, but at least I got your dog. That okay? There's a light there I don't like. Here, let's see. Um, that's a little better. Let me see if I can get a ring light that's a little bit more nicer. The influx of scalpers. I'm not sure about the scalping part, but I know that because who would scalp? Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe that's where the scalpers dumped the cards that they had because they would get a ton of them and then redo them in different things. But like, no one's gonna scalp. Here, I gotta just turn that on. I'm trying to look for like a portable light that I have, but that one's dead, and that's my good one. Um, yeah, okay. Next up, I have to get a light. Here, maybe this will do. Yeah, I unplugged this. I can plug it back over there. Put it on one of the things. Anyway, I was going to say Tenmu's good. I have a bunch of like just bike clips, and I got some bike clips. I've got 2 poles that I ordered from them. They stick on the end of your tripods or some sort of clamps or something. And I've got a whole thing set up. It's literally what the camera is sitting on right now. Anyway, here, let me get a good light going. Hopefully this will be enough and I can turn the brighter one down. The one that's causing the glare. There we go. We're working. Okay, I may have to like get another thing. One that has a few more cords. Anyway, let there be light and let there be less light. That's almost too much. There we go. That seems to be a healthy amount for what I want. Where were we? Okay, so these are the cards. This is the cards that I was sent. I want to keep those. I don't even want to put those up in a way. Oh, here we go. Yeah, no one's scalping the Hyperion Gates limited edition card game. Let's see. I opened up one of these. I cheated. I did a secret cut. Sometimes you'll find me and I'll do a secret cut at the bottom when I'm doing reviews. But look at that. That's beautiful. That's like some heavy metal artwork. I have no idea what it is. It seems to be like something that was trying to capitalize on Magic the Gathering. Lonely Guardian, a Hyperion trooper. He is immune to Power Surge cards, and he has 7/4. One of these is 6/7, and it's going to be a huge meme. 6/7, 6/7. Anyway, this was at the dollar store. I don't know. Sometimes you would just find stuff from like the 90s that people were just getting rid of. Anyway, I know that's not all the Hyperion Gates I have. But yeah, you're right, because I do remember seeing them just like put little, not folders, but like sets together. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's some Scooby-Doo cards. Now, this is weird. I have a set. I don't know where these came from. I have to organize everything. I know I have this, and I know I have more Magic cards, so that's the problem. Power Rangers action game. I think that's literally the same as that one Ben 10 game I did. More. This is all Scooby-Doo. Okay, something happened with the Scooby-Doo set. I was either going through it or one of them got bent. This one was done by Bicycle, of all people. So Bicycle, just the regular ass card game, regular ass deck of cards people. They were like, hey, let's get in the card game thing. Either they had a deal with Warner Brothers or something. Yes, here's another Hyperion Age. And this is a limited edition, so I don't know if this was actually worth anything. The game where magic and technology meet. But not kerning. No, kerning is still like dark and eldritch. I have these two things that I'm going to keep out. This is Epic. This is Epic Kingdoms. This is like a bunch of like this is like a little board game. The ultra tiny Epic Kingdoms, where you can play an expanding card game anywhere. Yeah, you got little tokens and dice, and you just try to build up a kingdom. I think it has something to do with this Epic card game, where you can like build. You can build like 8 different decks. It's like Magic the Gathering in a closed ecosystem. Let's just say that. Is that light too much, or is that not enough now? Here, let's see. Yeah, this is fine. Anyway, yeah, this is like Magic in a closed ecosystem. Got this for $5. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Done by White Wizard Games. I'm gonna keep those two. I could put them up if I wanted to. Some of this I want to keep out. I want to keep all the the Yokai Watch. Let's see, what do I have over here? These are just Digimon. Oh, no. Here we go. Here's some Hyperion. I just had these just on the shelf. Here's a Hyperion of Vampire Moon. It's a power surge. Negates the effects of Gaiman? Geenan? White? Geenan magic cards. Anyway, Vampire Moon. They tastefully covered the woman's. Did they? Can you see? No, you can't see at all. It's not transparent. Anyway, there's this woman reaching up at the vampire, and the vampire's like, "No, man, alpha and shit." Anyway, here's the White Lady. Don't know what that is. Magic or tech cards have no effect on her or her companions. Okay, so this is like magic versus technology. She's a 1/3. Duel Masters. Where the hell did I get Duel Master cards? Okay, well, these are just Pokemon cards. I'm going to put these. These are going to be like miscellaneous. This will be over there. What the hell is Duel Master? Is Duel Master the. Duel Masters. Duel Masters. Duel. Okay, there's a bunch of. Like, there's a robot. And then there's a Meteorosaur. It's not just the camera. I can barely make out what these cards are supposed to be. Okay. Okay, I have Duel Master cards. I have this. I don't know if they ever did expansion sets, but you got 110 cards inside. And then this box contains 110 Sonic X game cards, 4 play mats, 2-player game where you build decks from a list to compete head to head, not compete, compete head to head. Multiplayer game where everyone draws from one deck. Oh, okay. So again, it's like Epic, where it's just trying to be self-contained. Bought at the Five Below for $3. I think I did. I bought that on the Chicago vacation. Here's a Teen Titans card game. You can't see the flavor card, but this is a 2-player set. I I think I opened this up one time and looked inside to see what it was all about. So I have that one. I'm cleaning my shelf off. That'll be the first set, or the first thing I do, so we can see what we got here. Here's a Marvel Pog Slammer. Like literally, it just says Pog on this. So this one's fairly new. Yeah, Marvel superheroes are back in Pog form. Anyway, this is Muscle superhero. I mean, Street Fighter 2 Muscle. This was given to me by the fine people over at Arcade Hunters. So that's nice. I gotta actually, again, display that a little nicer. Okay, here's a bunch of cards. I don't even know what these are. Let's just go through. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Teen Titans cards. Again, dollar store. Dollar store fine. 1, 2. Again, I may. No? Yeah, I opened up a couple. But a couple I didn't open because I wanted to do that on camera. Anyway, that's a pretty good set right there. Oh, sorry. So that's Teen Titans. I gotta separate everything. I got some superhero squad cards. 3 of them. I got Firestarter, Astounding Spider Girl, and the North Wind. Oh, look at that! Isn't that nice? The North Wind. That's just Thor farting it up. Which I don't think that was the kind of humor inside of the comics. Who made this? This was done by Upper Deck. More like Upper Decker. Oh. Anyway, Superhero Squad, the card game. Oh, I have a pack right here. Okay. I don't know where I got these 3 random cards, but I got a pack here. Done by Upper Deck. I'm not sure how compatible they are. This is an interesting one, and I got to figure out how to play it. This is a dollar store set, and they're compatible with the PlayStation 3. These are Eye of Judgment cards. You don't need, apparently you don't need to have the PlayStation with them, but it just helps. Actually, I think you do, because you have to. No, actually you don't. It tells you where they attack at the bottom. This one moves this way or this way, and it can attack this way and this way. And this was a generic Skeleton Warrior. This was the Moving Isle, and it can attack forward. Attack. Okay, the attack is weird. That's okay. I have to look into this, but I got a bunch of these. Let's see. Wow. Let's look how much this actually is. I was just thinking. $1 a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's say this is enough set for another. Let's just say I spent like about $25. That's fine. I mean, that's That could be a collection. And that's over time. That's like every other. They would always like replenish. Now they got nothing. They got nothing. This is the Pirates at Ocean's Edge, a Walmart exclusive. And yeah, this is all just pirate cards. These are all pirate ships. I should go through and see if there's anything new to talk about. I know that they had a tie-in with what you call it? Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, I have to check this out. I had these two. This is Universe. Got these on sale for like $5 a pop at Walmart. And now I got to see if this is the same thing. Where did I put it? It was yes. Here we go. This is the same thing. Universe. Okay. Yeah. I have to open it up and see if they're the same thing. This is an expansion set, I guess, or deck loadable content. But that's good. I can make a video about this. I like how they are just clearly panty and stocking coated. Panty stocking now. Okay, this is a Kids Next Door trading card set, a 2-player starter set. I was going to do a video about this, but just never did. Includes 20 card decks and then a bonus 7 booster packs inside. I have actually opened it, but I think I was recording off of a really crappy camera, so I just kind of abandoned it. I'll have to see if I can redo that again. Yes, we had 99-cent stores. But we also had Dollar Trees. Dollar Trees is where I got most of this. They didn't have much at the 99-cent store. These did not come from the 99-cent store. These came from secondhand stores. This is the trading card TCG game system. We have Pirates of the Caribbean, and then we have Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is a 2-player set. You open it up. It's basically Zuko versus... Not... You know what? It's Zuko versus Kinto. I don't know who Kinto is. Anyway, this like ran around for a while. People tried to sell this stuff as like, hey, you want to... Look how thick... I was going to say, look how thick this rule book is. Actually, yes. Look how thick this rule book is. That's all English. It's all crazy. Anyway, I'm going to have to look up and see how you play this again. But anyway, they had these special cards where it was like, here's Zuko. There's like your main boy. The artwork is not stellar. Look at that face. It looks like the Fire Lord went back again for seconds to mess him up. Anyway, and then you do this. Boom. He's got the special power of Meltdown, which means he melts down a sword. Oh, yeah, back. There's another one in the back. Knight of Flames. So I forget how you're supposed to figure out which one is which. Again, this is another one brought to us by Upper Decks. I think these two can sit out. These are just too big. Anyway, here's Pirates of the Caribbean. Let me open up this one. You don't have Jack. You have the 2 decks that you're playing with are Davy Jones, which is fine. Jack is like really lost his mojo. Ebenezer. Did you know he was Ebenezer before he was Scrooge? Did you know before Tiny Tim he was just Tim, and he was 5 stories tall? Anyway, this is what happens here. Is this upside down? I never flipped it, did I? Are we still looking? No, no, that's right. No, that's wrong. The My Little Pony's upside down. Okay, here. For some reason, it never flipped. I thought I copied it. Let's see. Transition order flip. There we go. Anyway, we have Greenbeard because he's Greenbeard and he looks really funky. This actually looks like it was designed by Mike the Hellboy guy. Anyway, I don't know what he does there. He's got the pirate symbol. I don't know why they have goat head, crescent moon guy trying to take off as their symbols. But anyway, this is Monstrous Blow and Blade from the Depths. And you have to fight Davy Jones. And they had booster cards that came with this. I think they had booster cards. I don't know if they had one special card that came with, that did that thing where it unleashed the power or whatever they say on there. Okay, that's not everything on this shelf. I think this is the first time I was going down a bad road. They had a set of Monster Rancher cards, and a comic book store was getting rid of them. Like, they were trying to get super cheap. These are all first editions, by the way. So you've got, there's Monster Rancher, the logo. Again, cool concept. Taking a disc and putting it in the PlayStation, and I don't even know how you're supposed to like play with these rules. It's they've got some sort of thing where it's paper, rock, scissors. They've got a number here, paper, rock, scissors in the corner, some sort of yellow icon there. It has 7 life, all these intelligence and defense stats, and I guess all your powers right here, where it's like bite and stab. Anyway, I bought a whole set. Or I just bought I didn't buy a starter set, which would have been smart, but I just bought all the expansions. If they have a set somewhere, maybe I'll get it. Monster Rancher. That's that. To a faraway land, to the world where monsters rule. Monster Rancher. We're gonna monsterize you. Poor UPN. They were like, oh yeah, sure, you can take this Pokemon stuff. No one wants it. I don't know if UPN was still like under contract, or it was just like a subcontract with Warner Brothers at the time, or if it was something different. I mean, before it all became the CW. So they started Pokemon. They were the ones that started airing Pokemon, and then Warner Brothers was like, "Oh shit, this thing's actually getting traction." Tell you what, we own it now. Here's some more Scooby-Doo cards. It's actually a pretty fun mechanic with seeing where you go. Here's Dragon Ball Z Awakening, and I did open it. Or it just tore open? No, it must have opened. Here is what the booster packs for the Cartoon... Oh, this is not just Scooby-Doo. This is like Cartoon Network Scooby-Doo card game. So Cartoon Network actually got in on that too. What the hell is this? Will Shatner's. Oh, I know. Okay, like you would buy a pack, you would buy a collection, and it came with Hyperion Age, but it also would come with these weird things like William Shatner's Tech World, randomly packed with Tech Chrome and autographed cards. Actually, shit. Okay. No, okay. Here's some guy, and there's some robots talking to him. There's sports bots, sports bots. They're driving in a car. They're looking at a box. Ooh, a box. It's a future box. Shh. Be quiet about the future box. Don't tell them about the future box. They're after the future box. Run. Hello, Black Patton Oswald. That was a crazy adventure. That old future box. Anyway, that, and I have VR Trooper, comes with a puzzle set. Um, the Creator's Universe, I think that was like, what is that? The Creator's Universe, what was it? Oh, it's dynamic. Oh, yeah, look at this shit. And this is, I opened these up, and you've got Aquan, that's Aquaman Girl. I opened these up, and they stuck to each other. Whoever Maxim is. Look at this mother. Look at this guy. Silencer, again, kind of, they stuck together, so you can't see Solo, whoever Solo is. Yeah, Solo lost his poor face. And then Pasto Prime. Yeah. Where's the cover to this? Oh, yeah. Anyway, I just have that. I'll put that in miscellaneous. Again, like I said, you would find a pack that had the Hyperion gates, and they would pack them in with or resell them with this stuff, and you'd be like, whatever, I'll get that and just toss this aside. I don't know if this is Dragon Ball Z Vengeance. This is done by Panini. Okay, so there's another one. So these are Panini Dragon Ball Z's. Here's another Power Rangers. Here is a set of. Here's a booster pack for Scooby Doo. Here's more Scooby Doo cards. What's this? Elvis, another Elvis card. Okay. Yeah, here's a Dragon Ball Z, but it's a Panini one. I keep thinking it's like sandwiches and chowder whenever I say that. Another one that's from by Panini. And more Scooby Doos. I have a Scooby Doo set. I don't know where it is, but I have a actual set. How long have we been streaming? Yeah, we got about another a little bit, maybe 10 more minutes. Okay, this is what it would come in. Here we go. This is what they would come in. It would be 2 original trading card packs, only for $1. Twice the hobby, twice the fun. Comic book redemption. Yeah, you would go and you could get like comic book stuff. Here we have VR Trooper. Did I even open this one up? No, I did not open this one up. This is a fresh VR Trooper. Caitlin Hall? What's that? Saban's VR Trooper. Anyway, I'm going to put that over here. If you actually like want this, sure. Here's another Scooby-Doo. I have these rule books for the for Star Wars Tops things. More Scooby-Doo. Repent, sinners! What is the context of this? Oh, it's only a power failure. Okay. He's like just being a leader. Here's some Power Rangers ones. Here's another Elvis. Oh, I think I got the Elvis. I didn't get them from there. I didn't get that from Arcade Hunters. I got that from these. Again, a pack of Magic the Gathering and a pack of like VR Trooper trading cards. Oh, so that's specifically just her? Oh, I brought over something. Here's remember Loot Crate? Well, here's a 300 piece Rick and Morty puzzle. And I got it from Goodwill for $1.50. Which is, oh wow, this must have been season 1. This definitely was season 1. Because look. Here, come on, autofocus. Yeah, that's Tammy. That's Tammy on Birdman. Or Bird Guy or Bird Dude. You know, 11 inches by 14 inches. How big is that? That's a foot. One's like a foot and almost a half, and the other one's like less than a foot long. I was gonna say I could put this together and I can hang this up. We could do that for a stream one time. I've had this for years. I should do it. Anyway, this is a Loot Crate thing. I know it because I looked into where we could find it. There's no price tag. So it specifically says Rick and Morty 2015, God Before the Downfall. Yeah, I think this is literally a Loot Crate thing. Cardinal Games. They were doing, yes, actually, yes. I think for some reason they like went super nuts on Rick and Morty. I remember going to a Hot Topic and like walking in and seeing like, oh shit, this is insane. Hey, when do you think they're going to do a Hell of a Boss trading card game? They need to make a Hell of a Boss trading card game. A Hell of a Boss trading card game. They need to do some sort of like board game. Like if you bought the figures for like Funkoverse, or if you bought the figures for the Amazing Digital Circus, you can play like a board game. Monsters rule, monster matter. Anyway, I should do something with that before I give it away. Oh, here's something. Look at this. Here's Chaotic, and this was owned. I got this at a dollar store. Overworld. This was owned by Natalie Jackson. Hello, Natalie. Yeah, I got this. No, Savers actually. Anyway, I got a bunch of Chaotix cards. Chaotix was the gimmick of Chaotix is that they were individual cards and they were printed with these power sets on there. They were printed with individual power sets. I don't know how any of the other, like, if there was a digital component, but I don't know if a certain card, like, how can I put this? One gimmick would be that you would go into this digital universe and then you would scan monsters. And depending on how you scan them or when you scan them, like if you fought them just after they fought, like if they had this like real knockout battle, then their HP would be low, their stats would be garbage, and you wouldn't get like a lot out of them. And I don't know exactly why there was this human world, monster world component, or why the monsters would even support that, or how there was a lot of things that like never made sense. But if you just start pulling through, it's a good concept, but if you start pulling threads, I mean, man, oh man. I mean, when it came to Pokemon, it was like, well, this is Pokemon. There's just Pokemon everywhere. These creatures and humans have like existed forever. Like Chaotix was something else. I'll just say that. We'll get into it when we get into it. Anyway, I got a bunch of them. Thank you, Natalie. Oh God, I hope nothing's wrong with her. I hope she's still doing good. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Let's see, that's all the card games I want to put up. I should get a set for these. I have other ones somewhere, but these are just like, these are mini-me's. These would also come in those 2 packs. But after a while, I just looked them out. I would seek these out because of just the really good artwork. Like, it's hard to find like really good references for like cartoon hands. This is like early 90s like cartoon, but pre Disney afternoon. Yeah, look, little barbecue. There's Fifi. That's right. She had a dog, Fifi. Will you have time to start my commission idea now? Yeah, I gotta check everything. Oh, okay. We're running. I'm gonna stick these in a crate, and then we'll get back. We're gonna dedicate a few of these Artcasts to just organizing my stuff, making everything look nicer. But anyway, I'm gonna stick what I can into a little crate and then get started on that. No, it's totally not rude. I will look into those. But anyway, thank you all for joining me, and yeah, we'll have to do this more often. Good thing I set up these cameras. I'm going to see if I can get these a little bit more focused or a little bit more pleasant. But like I said, it doesn't matter. I will be recording in super high def for editing later if I need to, for my machinations, what I have in mind. Anyway, thank you all, and yeah, have a good one. I'll see you when I see you. Until our paths cross again. Bye.